Hello Taurus and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In today's video we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of February in the areas of love and relationship. As usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. But let's jump it first with your spirit animal oracle card, which for you is the Badger Spirit, which is all about being fearless and bold. So this is the time for you to be yourself and put your fears and anxieties behind and be fearless and bold. So think about it. If you have some kind of a desire that you want to achieve, this is the time to go for it. If you have somebody that you like, if you have somebody that you're interested in, don't be shy. Go for this person and ask the person out for a date. So just be fearless and bold. And let's see what the tarot is telling us. In the center of your reading, you do have the Four of Wands, which is an indication of a new chapter in your life. This is the card that's indicating that doors are opening for you. This is the card of 1111, when things are beginning. This is a kind of like a milestone when you're celebrating it. This is a card of joy, celebration, happiness, when you are getting together with people to celebrate something. This can be for some of you, start of a relationship. Some of you might be getting married, getting engaged, or just going on some kind of a party that's going to be very important for your love life. Right, so this is like a very great celebratory energy, but it is also like, if you're in an existing relationship, that it kind of feels very home. You are very comfortable where you are with your partner. So this is like a beautiful energy to have in the center of your reading. Your reading starts with the Three of Pentacles, which is the card of teamwork and building things up from the ground up. So some of you might be starting a relationship, or you are kind of building on a new relationship, or if you're getting married, you are kind of building this marriage up from the ground up, and you and your partner are working together to create something beautiful. You have great cohesion, great teamwork. If you're single, this card can be an indication that people are trying to help you to meet somebody. Maybe there's gonna be a party where you're gonna meet your next love. Now you also have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles can mean some kind of a message or an indication of a younger person. So this is the card that's kind of telling you that maybe there's a golden opportunity for you here with a relationship or somebody to date, that you need to grab onto it with both hands. And if you are in an existing relationship, you need to kind of pay a little bit more attention to little signs to make sure that the relationship is still a well-oiled machine. And you also have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is the card of fears, anxiety, and sleepless nights. So there's something definitely here that's causing you anxiety. Think about it, how much you're able to influence it, and whether you are able to change it or not, because if it's out of your control, you shouldn't necessarily worry about it. But again, like, it's easier to said than done. This is kind of like when your thoughts are in overdrive, so try to calm your mind down a little bit to make sure that this fears and anxiety is not taking over your life. I don't know, some of you might be afraid of getting married, or some of you might be afraid of planning a wedding might be giving you a lot of anxiety. But you also have here a Judgment. The Judgment is the card that's kind of you're feeling reborn, the card of rebirth, when you're kind of realizing something as well. Like, some of you might be realizing something. What is that your true happiness? What is that makes you happy? But this is a card of being judgy as well. So for some of you, you need to be kind of take a look at it. Are you and your partner judging each other too much? Or if you are single, are you judging yourself too much, or have you judged your partner a little bit too much? But this is also a card of a decision. Maybe some of you need to make a big decision, a decision whether you want to get married or not, whether you want to date somebody, or something in that scale. Judgment for some of you might be even some kind of a legal process. So maybe there's some kind of a decision here on your favor. And you also have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands, that's kind of indicating that things are speeding up for you. Maybe you are meeting somebody and you are hit by the arrows of Cupid, and you're practically taken off of your feet. This is kind of like the energy of it, when you kind of rush of feelings for somebody, and it's kind of like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? This is too fast for me. Right, or you met somebody, you kind of have this new opportunity, and things are evolving very fast. It's like, oh my God, I just met this person and now we're getting married. And it might be that you know that that's what the cause of the anxiety as well, because the Eight of Wands is all about speed, that things are just speeding up very fast. For some of you, you might be going on a trip, or it might be just messages that are coming back and forth very swiftly. This is like a very swift action as well. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that the reading helped you, and you can also help me to grow the channel to make sure that the message gets out to as many people as possible, especially to those who need it the most. And for you, it is only costing a push of a button, so I hope that you already pushed those like and subscribe buttons. I'm always very excited to read what's going on in your life and how this reading is resonating with you. So the next card we have here is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, who is very energetic, very optimistic, and this card is somebody who likes adventure, likes new things, and very fiery, very passionate. One thing with this person, that if it's a person, well, obviously it can be a person or you, or just the energy of the card, this is somebody who's very loving, very passionate, but doesn't like to be doesn't like when people are trying to hold on to them, right? Like a clingy people. It kind of has this player energy as well. So like, you know, he enjoys the freedom that he has. So pay attention to signs if you are kind of meeting somebody like that. Next card we have here is the Moon card. The Moon, which is the card of fears, anxieties, and uncertainty. Right, so some of you might be very uncertain about certain things, and you definitely need to follow your instinct, follow your inner voice, because that's going to lead you to something. Maybe you are kind of afraid of getting married or getting in a relationship with somebody, or there might be something like it can be also a card of secrets or things in the shadows. And you also have here the Knight of Cups. So you have two knights. Knights are generally all about action. This one is a very romantic one. Somebody who is getting ready to get married. Somebody who is very loving, very caring. This can be also a sign of, like as I said, a romantic gesture, asking you out for a date or asking you to get married or get settled, and there's some kind of an uncertainty, there's some kind of an anxiety around that, because I guess things are just evolving fast. Now, what's kind of interesting here, some of you might be dealing with two people. One of them is the Knight of Wands and the other one is the Knight of Cups. Somebody who's very passionate, somebody who's very fiery, very free spirit, and another one who is very romantic and very lovey-dovey. And at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Two of Swords, which is a card of indecision. So some of you have to make some kind of a decision. Maybe you need to make a decision whether you want to get married or not, whether you want to be single or not, or some of you might have to make a decision between two people, which we clearly see it in this reading with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So, but you know, don't forget the message. Be fearless and bold and pick the one that suits you the most. So that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again.